Across Germany's rural landscapes, wild boars are becoming a growing menace. These animals frequently tear through cultivated fields, uprooting crops and causing extensive damage estimated in the millions of dollars. As their population continues to expand, the need for effective control measures becomes urgent. In response, skilled hunting teams are taking action to protect farmland and restore balance to local ecosystems. In regions like Brandenburg, organized hunting teams implement well-coordinated ambushes. Early in the day, teams position themselves strategically across the terrain to prevent any escape routes. At the edge of a vegetable field, a wild boar may suddenly appear, darting across a shooter's path. Quick reaction and precision are crucial. When executed correctly, a clean shot can halt the animal before it disappears into nearby cover. On one such occasion, a fast and accurate shot stopped a wild boar in its tracks, demonstrating the skill of experienced shooters. Shortly after, the team relocated to a neighboring field to continue their mission. Within minutes, new movement was detected. A group of wild boars was seen ravaging crops, and one of the largest among them was immediately targeted. A single shot proved effective, though the remaining animals quickly fled into the bushes. Communication via radio and tracking signals allowed the team to regroup and monitor the animal's movements. Near another ambush position, a boar emerged in a frantic escape attempt. Once again, it was swiftly neutralized. For that day, the field was considered secure. In Lower Saxony, similar operations were underway. Hidden among tall grass near a cornfield, another team observed closely. When a wild boar crept toward the crops, a timely and accurate shot prevented what could have been significant destruction. Moments of hesitation can lead to damaged harvests or even personal injury due to the unpredictable and aggressive nature of wild boars. Hunting dogs play a vital role in these efforts. When their barking is heard along a trail, it signals nearby activity. Hunters respond quickly, taking their positions and maintaining focus. When movement is detected, each shot must be deliberate. In one such instance, a wild boar appeared from the brush and was immediately stopped, averting potential damage. Outside Germany, the wild boar problem is also escalating. In places like California, their numbers are growing rapidly. These animals not only destroy farmland but also pose risks to livestock and humans. With fields under constant threat, farmers increasingly rely on hunters to help manage the population and protect their livelihoods. Wild boars are far from easy targets. Known for their strength and intelligence, they can run up to 40 miles per hour and often charge when cornered. Encounters can become dangerous in a matter of seconds. Even well-trained hunters must remain calm and focused, as any misstep can lead to serious consequences. During tracking operations, hunters sometimes face entire herds bursting from the underbrush. Rapid decisions are required. A single shot may bring down one animal, but the rest often escape swiftly. In other moments, faint rustling in the bushes signals nearby movement. A hunter must stay still, ready to act when the right moment comes. There are times when shots miss and the animal charges closer. A second attempt may be the only opportunity to stop it. Such situations highlight the importance of composure and skill. In one case, a large boar was brought down only meters away from the hunter. Along forest trails, hunters wait near known exit points. When a wild boar bolts from cover, hesitation is not an option. If the animal changes direction and flees, a well-placed shot can prevent its escape. With each successful effort, the team communicates and verifies the outcome. As daylight fades, hunting dogs continue to alert their handlers. In one instance, a wild boar charged straight from the grass toward a hunter. Reacting instantly, the hunter fired a shot that brought it down before it could strike. Such close encounters demonstrate the high stakes involved in boar control operations. As harvest season approaches, concerns rise among farmers. Each year, wild boars descend from nearby forests, capable of ravaging entire fields in a matter of nights. For those who depend on the land, timely intervention remains essential. These hunting efforts are not merely for sport. They serve an important purpose protecting agriculture, maintaining ecological balance, and reducing the risk of dangerous encounters. With coordination, vigilance, and precision, these teams help secure the land for another season. In many rural areas, Rising wild boar populations pose serious threats to agricultural production. In response, coordinated efforts are being carried out by local teams to manage the situation. Some participants prepare firearms, while others rely on trained hunting dogs. There is a shared understanding that if action is delayed, the wild boars may descend from the forest and cause widespread destruction to farmlands. At the edge of the forest, teams prepare to deploy. The moment the hunting dogs are released, they rush forward, quickly picking up the scent of their targets. Their eagerness signals the urgency of the task. When barking is heard, it often means contact has been made. One designated team member is assigned to a slope where an entire group of wild boars had recently been sighted. As the dogs drive the animals uphill, a loud gunshot echoes through the forest. The initial hit stuns the boar, but it continues to struggle. 2 follow-up shots are needed to ensure the situation is under control. Once that area is secured, the team expands the search perimeter. While moving cautiously, a hunter may suddenly encounter a wild boar at very close range. In such moments, a quick and accurate response is crucial. A single shot from a short distance can end the encounter safely. Elsewhere, deep barking sounds again signal the presence of wild boars. A clean, well-timed shot ends another threat hidden within the forest's cover. The hunting dogs continue to work tirelessly, playing a critical role in detecting and cornering wild boars. Thanks to their efforts, additional targets are discovered and neutralized with efficient, precise shots. Each successful encounter brings relief, as it means one less danger to the soon-to-arrive harvest season. At one point, when silence returns to the forest, the GPS signal from the dog collars helps locate the pack. They are found grouped together on the far side of a slope. As the team arrives, a large, dark figure appears in their sights. A decisive shot brings down the boar instantly, an example of how brief yet critical such moments can be. It is often said that when signs of prey are near, vigilance must be constant. Never relaxing one's grip or awareness is key. While exploring further, one path reveals a small trail that wild boars often use to forage. Shortly after, the forest echoes with loud barking. A large, dark boar charges forward. The shooter is prepared and reacts immediately. A shot rings out, bringing the intense standoff to a close. After hours of effort, the team returns, physically worn but confident that the fields are now safer. These operations help prevent the damage that wild boars can inflict by tearing up crops, disturbing forest ecosystems, and endangering local communities. In some cases, modern firearms are replaced with traditional tools such as bows and arrows. Though requiring more precision and patience, this method can also prove highly effective. On one such occasion, a hunting group gathered near an automatic feed dispenser that had been carefully placed in a puddle, an effective lure for wild boars. As expected, the animals were attracted to the scent and began feeding, unaware of the hunters nearby. At a distance, one participant slowly raised a bow and released the string. A steel-tipped arrow flew through the air and struck a target. Although initially startled and attempting to escape, the injured wild boar was fatally wounded and eventually collapsed. Soon after, another group of wild boars arrived, drawn by the bait. After waiting patiently, another arrow was launched, hitting its target cleanly. These deliberate actions reflect the calculated and quiet nature of bow hunting. Elsewhere, perched on a raised platform, another hunter observed a group of wild boars searching for food. The animals showed no signs of alertness. When the arrow was released, it struck the intended target. Though the animal fled, the wound was expected to weaken it quickly. Deeper in the forest, a large male boar was encountered. Another accurate arrow hit its vital area, and after staggering a short distance, the animal collapsed. The following afternoon, the team resumed tracking. Based on hoofprints and foraging marks, they located a healthy wild boar, weighing approximately 80 kilograms. Unaware of their presence, the boar continued feeding. This opportunity was carefully timed. With the bowstring drawn and all attention focused, the moment arrived. One final shot brought the encounter to a close. Using tall trees for concealment and observation, the team returned to a location where bait had been spread. The scene was quiet, and the hunters remained patient. Soon enough, wild boars returned to feed. when the moment was right, another arrow was released. Through these methods, whether using firearms or traditional archery, the goal remains the same: to manage the wild boar population, protect valuable farmland, and prevent damage that could jeopardize local livelihoods. Each successful operation contributes to a safer and more stable environment for the upcoming harvest.